and welcome. My name is Lorrayne Ham, and this is Living Your Best Life, the channel for starseeds, light workers, and all who are seeking more. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've been talking about applied kinesiology or muscle testing as a modality to gather data that is beneficial for you as you move forward. We are alchemists. We are sending and receiving towers that can receive information, data, frequency, tone, and codes, alchemize them, blend them with other frequencies and codes, and transmit them back out. Now, most living sentient beings here on this planet, the ones that are tied to a soul, an essence that is a fractal of the divine, actually have this same alchemical ability. There are, however, all sorts of things. In fact, everything emits codes and frequencies that we and all sentient beings can pick up on. Now, some of those codes and frequencies are beneficial, and some perhaps not as beneficial. And the only way to know if they're beneficial for us is to test. Now, for instance, this set of glasses is also emitting codes. Now, this is a new pair of glasses, and plastic, unless it's been cured or altered or shifted, actually emits codes that are not all that beneficial for us. In fact, when I'm muscle testing a client, I will take their glasses off and I will set their glasses on an orgonite or a neutralizer. Now, I am going to put 30 minutes ago in the circuit because I actually already neutralized these because I recorded this video a couple of times because somehow it got lost on my computer. So I'm going to put 30 minutes ago in the circuit and I'm going to test these glasses. These glasses are beneficial for this body. Now you see it was very weak. Now, since I have already done in the last 30 minutes a neutralization process, I'm going to make another statement. These glasses, present time in the circuit, are beneficial for this body. Now you see it's strong because I neutralized them. So get yourself some orgonite or get yourself a neutralizer. I used to sell those suckers, but honestly, orgonite works fantastic. Also, tourmaline, onyx, there's another one that I want to say. Oh, try any of your crystals. Muscle test. Just go, this crystal, this rock, this thing will neutralize these glasses. Muscle test. See if it will. This is how you can use this tool to assist you all the time. So plastic emits its own frequency and code. The desk, the wood, the computer, the chairs, the light bulbs, everything emits frequency and tone. It is up to you to be the alchemist to alter, shift, or transform those frequencies so they benefit you. You are an all-powerful fractal of the divine, and you have power over this matrix. Intend it to be so, and it will be so. So, on that note, I want to talk about intent versus agenda. So, if you're muscle testing and you want to know something, you may have an idea of what you want. If you hold that idea while you're testing, then you have an agenda and you will alter, shift, and transform your testing to mirror that agenda. An intent is for instance, if I want something to be beneficial and healthful for my body, I will let my body know, and I will set the intent that I am seeking the knowledge and information for things that are beneficial for this body. I hold a neutral stance. In other words, I don't go through my whole list of herbs and go, okay, I know this one does that, so I know that one will be beneficial. That isn't how you do this process. If you truly want to know the truth, and that is the thing that you hold as your intent, you need to be neutral about everything. In other words, if I want to create an alchemical blend, either a tincture or a tea for my benefit or for the benefit of a client, I'm not going to say, okay, I know this herb will do this thing and they need this thing and they need that. No. That's not the best way to allow the universe, higher source, codes and frequencies to inform the process. I have, 90 some herbs, and I have over 200 crystals. Now, you know that I create crystal essences. They're up here on the shelf. The process that I do to create the blends that I make is the same for herbs or crystals or even food in the garden. I take a scan of what it is that I have. I set the intent for the purpose. So if I want to create a sleep blend, I say my intent is to create the most beneficial blend for myself or for a client that would allow me or my client to have the fullest depth, breadth, and width of sleep and rest experience. And if they want or I want to enhance dreams, I also include that. So I include what my intent for the end result is, and then I go neutral. And then I just go through the list of herbs that I currently have on hand, and I muscle test. This herb would be beneficial for this intent? Yes or no. And then I move on to the next one and I check it off, or I pull it off the shelf and I set it down. Same thing with crystals. If I want to create a pain blend, and crystals and herbs and everything work within the etheric realms. We have a physical body and we have etheric bodies. We have a mental, emotional, spiritual, and a physical etheric. Everything happens in energy before it manifests into the 3D reality. So I do this process. I test everything that I have. And then I come up with a blend, not directed by me, but directed by my higher self, my source, my energetic being. I don't want my 3D perception, reality, idea to color my end result. I want my intent to inform the process and come back with something that is beneficial for that end desired result. It's a simple process. You can do this in the garden for what you want to eat. What would be beneficial? You can say before you go, if you're growing food or if you're at the grocery store, my intent is for this body to be as healthy as possible. I intend to put food in this body that will benefit this process. Then I go through the grocery store or the garden and I muscle test all the different components that are possible. Each body is different. Each body alchemizes frequencies and codes differently. So what is good for you is not necessarily good for me. We all know people that have lived lives up into their hundreds, and they seem to be living vibrant lives. But they smoke and drink and all the things that we think or have been told are bad for us. You see, they don't have that belief system, and their bodies are thriving because they are alchemizing something differently. So I encourage you to play with this concept, this idea of using this tool of muscle testing. And I did talk further about how to set yourself up for proper muscle testing in previous videos. So I will try to put them at the end of this video and encourage you to check them out and look them over. And while you're doing that, if you like the content you are seeing on this channel, please like, share, and subscribe. That just helps more people find the information. And the more of us who are living in harmony with our spirit and our divine nature, with the codes and frequencies and alchemizing our world, the better we all are. Play with this, alchemize, expand it out, and discover what potentialities there are in this world when you begin to play with the codes and frequencies that are all around you. My name is Lorrayne Ham. Until next time.